rang, and I answered the phone, and I realized when I looked back, a whole slice of toast had disappeared. And I looked at, it was really weird. I looked under the table thinking, where's that bloody slice of toast gone? And it had gone down my throat. I hadn't even noticed I'd eaten it. And that's what happens if you don't focus on the food. You don't realize what you're eating. And so you often eat a lot more than you really want. Now, that's not going to solve an emotional eater's problem or your stress eating or whatever, but it's a nice place to start. Plus, it really brings you into a different state. It's like I'm treating myself very well with the food I'm eating here.
I think that is a great tip, because it basically, like you said, signals to the mind is like, I care about myself. I give myself the proper time to relax with my food, enjoy what I eat mindfully, rather than, as most of us, I'm just as guilty, I think, as everyone else, eat on a go. But then, like you said, sometimes I don't even feel like I've had anything, because I did, like, my mind almost didn't register the fact that I just had something to eat. It's such a different experience when you eat quickly on the go and when you actually sit and mindfully enjoy what you are having.
And it can be anything. It can be a biscuit or an apple or a plate of whatever. But if you do that process with it, because if whatever it is you're putting in your mouth, treat it with respect, you know, like just don't shove stuff down. And you will find then it's actually easier to get tuned into your natural hunger cues and your fullness cues. Whereas if you just eat quickly, you've overridden all of that another time. So your body loses more and more contact with that process.
Absolutely. And I've noticed as well, if I do that, I almost eat a lot more, because my body hasn't registered properly what I had to eat. And usually it's not a very nutritious food if I'm on the go quickly, just trying to shove something because I'm hungry. So I like to prepare my meals the night before, or have prepared them something if I know that I have a busy day coming ahead and I won't have the time to really mindfully prepare something that's good for me. And not just something because I'm hungry. And the something is usually not a healthy choice, because it's quick.
Yeah, exactly. And the energy you put into the preparation affects the food as well. Like, it's all energy. So you're imparting some kind of higher energy vibration into the food, which you then take into your body, and that's much better for you. And also, it tends to be cheaper, actually. People spend a lot more money on processed type, even though the myth is it's cheaper, actually, especially if you go out, you know, you're buying the coffee and whatever it is you're buying, you know, like you go into Starbucks and there's these cakes and God knows what, and then you eat. It's a lot of money every time. Whereas if you make your own food and take it to work, or you stop if you're working at home or whatever, and eat decent, healthy food, then you're going to be much more economically viable as well. So there's all kinds of positive spin-offs.
Absolutely. And I think Hema really loved the point about slow, mindful eating. And I would, you know, definitely make some sort of a routine, almost it's like a celebration of yourself. You know, give yourself the time and care, practice self-love and self-care by eating good, nutritious food mindfully, slowly. Take the time, even if you're absolutely super busy. It doesn't take that much time to take the 5-10 minutes.
Exactly.
Mindfully, and actually probably is very good for your stress levels as well. Just to take the mind.
It really calms you down, soothes you down, and it's great if you can spend at least one time, because obviously a lot of people live in families, they can't always do all of this stuff. But if you can spend one time that you eat, even if it is just an apple or a banana or something, where you sit on your own, no phone, no television, no conversation, no reading, no paper, nothing, and just focus on the food. And you really find it, you discover tastes and textures in the food you never even knew they were there, you know.
And I would argue that actually that will affect how you show up to work and how you perform, because then you're going to be so much happier with yourself, so much content with who you are and how you showed up for yourself. Your vibration and how you see yourself will change. And that will change then how everyone else around you will see you, because you will treat yourself with respect and care.
And absolutely.
That's subtle differences, but there are huge differences, if I can say that.
Yeah.
So do you have any questions? Emma is still watching. Where can people find you? We will put all the links later on as well in the comments, but where you hang out, what's your social media of choice?
My social medias of choice are Instagram and Facebook, and I've got a website, so you can put that in the comments as well. Yeah, I do LinkedIn, but I'm not really great at LinkedIn. I'm like, it's not really my thing. I do it, but it's not my favorite. I've got a Facebook group, and I do Instagram posting as well.
So what's your Facebook group called?
It's Not About the Food.
It's Not About the Food. A fabulous name. So we put all the links in the comments so you guys can find Charya if you would like to add more information, or if you've got any questions, then by all means put them in the comments. Charya is in a group, so she will check them later just to make sure that you all get answers and the whole community can benefit out of your questions. So thank you, Charya, for coming. It's an utterly pleasure speaking to you.
Having me.
Thank you. I hope that you enjoyed this episode and that you get a bit more information how food, what we consume, affects our lives on so many levels. You can find information how to find and how you can work with Charya in the description of this podcast. And I see you next time. Bye!